secured, current, and clean. My bumper, properly mounted, secured, not cranked, bent, or broken. My grill, properly mounted, secured, not cranked, bent, or broken. All bolts present and tight, free of debris. My high beam, low beam, turn signal, and four-way, properly mounted, secured, not cranked, bent, or broken. My high beams and low beams are clear in color. My turn signals and four-ways are amber in color. My hood mirror is properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, clean, and not loose. My windshield, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, with no more than 1 inch on the passenger side and no cracks on the driver's side. My wipers, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. My marker lights and clearance lights, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, none missing, amber in color. Must be visible 500 feet at night. Moonroof, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, clean, and not leaking. Radiator reservoir, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, filled to the proper level, not leaking, secured with the cap and tethered. My air filter, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, free of debris. My air filter indicator, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. If it was in the red while the engine was running, filter will need to be replaced. My turbo and turbo exhaust, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, no soot marks indicating leaks. My rubber sleeves, no abrasions, bulges, and cuts. Secured with a metal clamp on both ends. My exhaust, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, no soot marks indicating leaks. My fan shroud and fan blades, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, with no missing blades. My fuel filter and fuel lines, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking. Little to none fuel can be present. More than little to none fuel, filter will need to be replaced. AC compressor, alternator, water pump, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. All bolts present and tight. All three are belt driven. My wires are free of corrosion, not cut, not bare, not frayed. My hoses, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, free of abrasions, bulges, and cuts, secured with metal clamps on both ends. My belts, properly mounted, secured, not cut, not frayed, not glazed, and must have no more than 3/4 inches of play. My frame, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, no holes, no illegal welds. Radiator reservoir, an overflow reservoir, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking, secured with the cap. Radiator hoses, properly mounted, secured, no abrasions, bulges, and cuts, not leaking, secured with a metal clamp on both ends. Fan shroud and fan blades, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, with no missing blades. Power steering fluid reservoir, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, filled to the proper level, not leaking, secured with the cap. My engine oil field, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking, secured with the cap and tethered. My engine oil dipstick, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, filled to the proper level between add and full. If you would add oil, you would add only at add, and you would add 1 gallon. My power steering pump and my air compressor, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking, both are gear driven. My fuse box, properly mounted, secured, not damaged. My Class A airlines, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking, must be replaced and not repaired. My hydraulic fluid reservoir, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking, filled to the proper level, secured with the cap.
Boot. Steering boot.
My steering boot Steering shaft and U-joint properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, and broken, and properly greased. My gearbox properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. All bolts present and tight, secured to the frame. My frame properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. No holes, no illegal wheels. My front and rear spring hanger and leaf spring properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, with no missing springs. All bolts present and tight, secured to the frame. My pivot arm, drag link, steering knuckle, steering arm, and tie rod end properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, and broken. Secured with a calcium nut and carter pin. My hydraulic shock properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, and broken, not leaking, with good rubber bushing in top and bottom. My brake air line and my brake air chamber properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, and not leaking. My push rod and clevis is connected to my slack adjuster with a pin and carter pin, properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, properly greased. My S-cam shaft, and S-cam rollers properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, and properly greased. My brakes properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, must have no less than 1/4 brake pad remaining. My brake drum properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, no illegal wheels, no oil indicating an inner seal leak. My inner and outer tie bead is uniform where the tie meets the rim. No abrasions, bulges, and cuts to my inner and outer steer tire. The top of my steer tire must have no less than 4/32 tread depth in every major groove. Must be the same size tire across the axle with even wear. They cannot be recapped or re-grooved. They must be replaced. My metal valve stem properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking, secured with a metal dust cap. My lug nuts properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. All lugs are present and tight. If there was red streaks on the steel wheel, white streaks on the aluminum wheel, or metal shavings, that would indicate loose lug nuts. My wheel hub properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. All bolts present and tight, not leaking, filled to the proper level. My rim properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, no illegal wheels. Must have 100 to 110 PSI unless specified otherwise by the manufacturer. My mirror and mirror brackets properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. My mirror itself is clean and free of debris. My window properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, and clean. My window seal properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, good condition, no dry rot. My door handle and door latch properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, working properly. My hinges properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. My spare fuses and tire gauge is present. My 10BC or belt or fire extinguisher properly mounted and secured, charged in the green with locking pin in place, ready for use. My emergency triangles properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, not damaged. My steps properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, free of oil and debris to prevent a hazard. My battery and battery box properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. My battery box is secured to the frame with all bolts present and tight. My batteries themselves properly mounted and secured, not leaking and not bulging. My battery wires properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, not cut, not frayed, not bare, and free of corrosion. My wet tank, my primary tank, and secondary tank properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking. My wet tank must be drained daily for excess oil and water to prevent brake failure. My DOT stickers are current and present. My depth tank properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking, secured with a cap and tethered with a good rubber O-ring with no dry rot. My fuel tank properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking, must be secured with no less than 2 straps with a rubber backing to prevent leaking. My fuel cap properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, secure it tightly with a metal chain and a good rubber seal with no dry rot. My fuel indicator, my vent tube, and return line properly mounted, secured, not cracked and unbroken. My hoses are filled bulges, cuts, and not leaking. My electrical lines are not frayed, not bare, not cut, and free of corrosion. My catwalk and steps properly mounted, secured, not cracked and unbroken. Free of oil and debris to prevent me from slipping. My reflectors properly mounted, secured, not cracked and unbroken, non-missing. My sliding rail and spring hanger properly mounted, secured, not cracked and unbroken, and holding my service lines at least 18 inches of clearance. My exhaust and exhaust bracket properly mounted, secured, not cracked and unbroken, no soot marks indicate leaks. My work lights properly mounted, secured, not cracked and unbroken, and are clearing color. My dummy coupler properly mounted, secured, not cracked and unbroken. My emergency and service brake lines properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, and broken. Are Class A parts and not leaking, must be replaced, not repaired. My glad hands properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, with a good rubber seal with no dry rot. My electrical line properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, not cut, not frayed, not bare, free of corrosion. Has 7 pins and 7 holes. My 7 pins are not damaged, and my 7 holes are free of debris and is lightly greased with electrical grease. My drive shaft and U-joint properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, all bolts present and tight, properly greased. My control arm properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. My splash guard properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. My spring hanger and leaf spring properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. All bolts present and tight, secured to the frame. My U-joints, my U-bolts properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. All bolts present and tight. My hydraulic shock properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking, with a good rubber bushing in top and bottom. My dual drive tires must have no less than 3 inches of clearance between duals. Must have no less than 2/30 seconds of tread depth in every major groove. They can be recapped and re-grooved, but must be the same size tire across axle. My bead is uniform to the inner and outer dual tires where the tire meets the rim. No abrasions, bulges, or cuts to my inner or outer drive tires. My rim itself properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, no illegal wheels. My metal valve stem properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking, secured with a metal dust cap. My wheel hub properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, all bolts present and tight. My lug nuts properly mounted, secured. All lug nuts are present and tight. If there were red streaks on the steel wheel, white streaks on the aluminum wheel, or metal shavings, that will indicate loose lug nuts. My airbags properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking. There is no light between my fifth wheel and trailer apron. My fifth wheel and trailer apron is properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, and properly greased. My fifth wheel is connected to my pivot mount with pivot pin and cotter pin, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. My pivot mount is connected to my sliding rail, and my sliding rail is connected to my frame with vertical and horizontal bolts that are properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. My sliding rail locking pins are out in the lock position. My fifth wheel release handle is in the lock position, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. Secured with my locking jaws secured around the shank of my kingpin, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. My air cylinder properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, and is in the lock position. My air cylinder lines properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking. cross member, properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, none missing. My landing gear, properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, raised in the highest position with my landing gear handle secured in the proper location. The overall view of my trailer, no rips, holes, and tears. My DOT tape is 100% down the length of my trailer.
I'm not finna play with him.
One of my trailer is free of rips, holes, and tears, and it's in good condition. My trailer inspection is current and up to date and present.
He just did them.
My turn signal, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, and broken, and it's amber in color. My cross members, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, and broken, none missing. My spring hanger and airlines, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, and not leaking. My air tank, my brake air chamber, and my brake airlines, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking. My spring hanger and leaf spring, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. My torque arms, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. My brakes, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. Must have no less than 1/4 inch of brake pad remaining. My brake drum, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. No illegal welds and no oil indicating an inner seal leak. My tandem release handle is secured in the lock position, not cracked, bent, or broken. My tandem locking pins are out in the lock position. My ABS light, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, and it is yellow in color. My marker light, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, and it's red in color. My brake lights and marker lights, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, red in color. My DOT bumper, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, must be at least 18 to 24 inches of clearance from the ground. My door handle and door latches, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, and it's in the lock position. My door hinges, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, all bolts present and tight. My rubber seal around my door, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, no dry rot, in good condition. My tag, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, clean and current. My tag light, properly mounted, secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, and it's clear in color.